It was your channel viewers that led the campaign, and we said, Mukh karo Mandir. Why should Hindu Astha have shackles? And here is a massive endorsement. The BJP government in Madhya Pradesh has taken a stand, at least an in-principle decision. Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chouhan has said that the government will relinquish control of all Hindu temples and that priests will take decisions to manage temple land and properties. The BJP, on the back of this announcement by Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chouhan, has said that this will ensure equality.
सरकार कोई भी मंदिर की गतिविधियों को नियंत्रित नहीं करेगी और इसलिए जितनी जमीन मंदिरों के नाम है उनको कलेक्टर नीलाम नहीं करेंगे, उनको पुजारी ही नीलाम करेंगे। बोलिए धर्म की। और इसके साथ साथ जो निजी मंदिर हैं जिनमें ट्रस्ट बने हैं, वहां के पुजारियों को भी सम्मानजनक मानदेय देने की व्यवस्था के लिए उनको नियम बना के निर्देशित किया जाएगा।
Govt Gujjar joining us live from Bhopal. Mohit also joining us from the national capital. गोविंद, शिवराज सिंह चौहान ने जो ये बयान दिया है, उस बयान पे बीजेपी का ये कहना है कि शुरुआत हो गई है और अब हम इक्वालिटी इंश्योर करेंगे।
Yeah, definitely the initiative has been taken and it's somewhat a kind of endorsement to the campaign of times now, Mukh Karo Mandir Abhiyan, and this is what CM Shivraj Singh Chouhan announced on Parshuram Jayanti. In fact, in Gufa Mandir, he clearly announced that whatever the dealing with selling or purchasing the land of any temple, no direct interference of the administration will be there. Itself, the Mandir administration will take the decision accordingly. The number of डिसीजंस ऐसे सीएम शिवराज सिंह चौहान ने अपनी घोषणा में घोषणा की कि कई मानदेय दिया जाएगा पंडितों को। और इस वक्त हम एक हनुमान मंदिर में हैं, वहीं पंडित जी से पूछते हैं। पंडित जी, ये इस तरह की घोषणा को कैसे देखते हैं आप? सीएम साहब ने बोला है कि अब मंदिरों को मुक्त किया जाएगा, आप लोगों को कोई बंधन नहीं होगा।
नहीं, तो अच्छी चीज़ है ये तो भाई। धर्मार्थ के लिए अगर सीएम साहब का जो विचार है बहुत बढ़िया है और ऐसा उन्होंने पहले भी घोषित किया था, तो वो उसी घोषणा के परिप्रेक्ष्य में उसको पूरा कर रहे हैं।
So definitely this is what they just considering it a good decision, but you know that कि हम लोगों ने भी जो महाकालेश्वर मंदिर हो या ओमकारेश्वर मंदिर हो, वहाँ रियलिटी चेक किया था और जाना था किस तरह से डायरेक्ट हस्तक्षेप जो डीएम और लोकल डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन का होता है मंदिरों पर। अगर सीएम शिवराज सिंह चौहान का साफ तौर पर यह कहना है तो ये कम से कम एक बड़ी राहत है उस आस्था को बचाने के लिए जिसमें तमाम शिकायतें होती हैं मंदिर प्रशासन की, कि चाहे तो चढ़ावा हो या मंदिर के प्रॉपर्टी को लेकर मसले हों, उसमें हस्तक्षेप जो होता है प्रशासन का, उसकी वजह से कई तरह की दिक्कतें रहती हैं या उनका ऑब्जेक्शन रहता है। तो वो ऑब्जेक्शन कम से कम अगर खत्म हो जाता है तो काफी अच्छा फैसला ये माना जा रहा है। और we are also
this is only an announcement so far. We will have to see when this is implemented on the ground. So let's not get ahead of ourselves on this, because such announcements have been made in the past, and there have been several such announcements in the past across states, and all that the devotees got at the end of it was a blank check that did not even have the account number or a signature. So we'll have to be careful about this. Ratan Sharda now joining us, Rahul Ishwar also with us, Lokesh Jindal of the Congress Party. Good afternoon all of you. Ratan Sharda, how should this be read?
Statement of intent, nothing more at the moment, because Uttarakhand said the same thing, nothing moved. The call for decontrol of Hindu temples is going for a long time, for years together, and I see no reason why only Hindus should face the government control, the government persecution, misuse of their properties, their donations, their contributions, which go to not for the upliftment of the religion or culture, but for upliftment of other people, other religions, other institutions, and even government money for government development, which is government's job.
Right.
It is the only temples are the only one who pay income tax. No other institution.
Let's put this point that you are underlining, Mr. Sharda, to Amit Malviya of the BJP, because he's tweeted, Mr. Malviya, thank you for speaking to us. At the end of your tweet, you said ensuring equality. When can we see the results on the ground?
These are legacy issues which are now being addressed by various BJP governments in the state. So far, we have seen that it is only Hindu temples that are under government's control. Their finances, their activities are all supervised, monitored, and in fact smothered by the respective state governments. We've seen how temple resources have been diversified and diverted to issues other than Hindu causes. Now that seems to be put in place. The step taken by the Madhya Pradesh government where they've empowered the local temple committees to take their own decisions, ensure that they are the rightful owners of the temple properties and resources, is a step towards ensuring that there is equality between how all religions administer and take care of their religious affairs. Having said that, there is also a need to support the priest clan in temples which are not resource sufficient. And in that case, there is a fund that is being set up so that priests in the smaller temples can be taken care of.
Right.
Now, this is something that should have been done a long time ago. The government should not have had any control on Hindu temples, just like it has no control over the mosques or, for that matter, churches or synagogues or gurdwaras. But for some reason, the Congress and Nehru in particular thought that it was prudent to curb the Hindu temples, the Hindu pantheon, their rights, their cultural rejuvenation. All of it was put under the state
right.
control. That is being corrected now, and I'm sure with this level playing field, every religion and people will have the freedom to profess their faith equally.
Thank you, Mr. Malviya, for speaking to us. At least we're glad that you've taken that position. Let's see how this unfolds. And Lokesh Jindal, I'll come back to you on what Mr. Malviya said. But reactions coming in thick and fast on this. The BHP now welcoming this announcement by the Shivraj Singh Chouhan government.
अधिग्रहण से मुक्त करने की मध्य प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री शिवराज सिंह चौहान की घोषणा निस्संदेह स्वागत योग्य कदम है। मंदिरों की संपत्ति पर भगवान के अलावा किसी का कोई अधिकार आखिरकार हो कैसे सकता है और उसकी संपत्ति को कोई नीलाम कर कैसे सकता है? ये भक्तों का श्रद्धा और विश्वास के साथ किया गया समर्पण है।
Mohit, you see reactions already coming in on this. The BJP saying that this is only the beginning. The groups like the BHP welcoming this move.
Pranesh, you see, the VHP and various right-wing organizations from a long time have been saying that there has to be no government control over the temple authorities or the temple land, and the priest over there should have every right to auction the land or to share the profit that comes in from the devotees or whatever. That there has to be taken care of the temple. That has to be done by the committee, which shouldn't have any of the government members. Because remember, Pranesh, we have been doing this story from past many years. This has been the campaign of times now that the government should have no control over the temple. But how exactly that will happen? I myself personally went to Puri Jagannath, where the priest over there clearly in one voice stated that yes, they do not want any government control over the temple, because you see, Pranesh, in various big temples there is a committee that is being formed, and the DM of that particular area is also part of that particular committee. So what the priest over there said, that there shouldn't be any DM or any senior official from the government that should be present, and this is what Shivraj Singh Chouhan has said, that the auctioning of the land will be done by the priests and the people who are related to the
see, that's the problem, and which is why Ratan Sharda also said that these promises have been made in the past. So, you know, these are small steps, all welcome, but one must cover the distance. Rahul Ishwar, I know you want to come in, but Lokesh Jindal, what do you make of what Amit Malviya says? Isn't that correct? Why was such a secularism not practiced so far? Why was the Hindu faith in particular shackled?
Pradesh, we cannot promote inequality in the name of equality. We have seen with respect to the history, especially over the management of temples, that there were certain derogatory practices whereby discrimination in the name of caste, religion, and all were
only in one faith, Lokesh Jindal, derogatory practices and the words that you've used only in one faith.
Does he know there are 13 kind of church in Kerala alone? There are separate churches.
Please don't interrupt, sir. You will have all the time and liberty to put forth your view. Now it's my turn. See, when I'm talking about the Hindu religion and its basic tenets, it says that the God belongs to the Bhakt, to the devotee who has come to offer his worship. Now, the priests who are acting as intermediaries, they cannot be made the custodians of that God. Today also we have these VIP darshan. I come across this term called VVIP darshan. You give 500,000, 5,000 rupees, you are more closer to God. But if you don't have that 5,000 rupees, you are standing in the queue outside. You can't even have a visible view of the God. Now, is this the kind of devotion and practice we are going to promote? Now, first, we must get rid of these practices, so-called VIP darshan.
No. This is such a juvenile argument, Lokesh Jindal. Such a juvenile argument. The least you could have done is that, you could have made an, better argument. But Rahul Ishwar has his points ready. Rahul Ishwar.
Just two submissions. Just two submissions. Lokesh, please listen. Just two submissions. One, being a Hindu, you can express happiness. Nobody is going to call you communal. You simply don't have to invent an argument for the sake of inventing an argument. As you rightly said, there were issues in our past. Nobody is denying. Swami Vivekananda, Baba Saheb Ambedkar, Mahatma Gandhi, Tilakji, Guruji Golwalkar, all our reformers went and united us, cleansed us of our bad practices, and that's how we got reformed. Yes, there were bad things of the past, but we got reformed. Second, it was a British idea to control Hindu temples because they didn't want temples to be consolidation against the imperial foreign forces. In 1947, our nation got freedom, but our temples didn't get freedom. For example, take the case of Kerala. Back in 1812, British wanted control of temples because they wanted to suppress the rebellion of the regional people and the local people. Now time has come. It's a small step, positive step in the right direction. Like Ratanji earlier said, it is only an announcement. It has to walk the talk. Earlier it was in Karnataka, in Uttarakhand, now in Madhya Pradesh. But at least it's a thought in the right direction. Because of our skewed secularism for the past 70 years, nobody didn't even address this issue. Right now, if any government, maybe BJP, Congress, or any government...
And to say that because you have, VIP darshan, which is why the government has taken control of Hindu temples, it is absurd. It is, I'm really at a loss of words. Lokesh Jindal, Ratan Sharda coming in.
See, this VIP darshan and all these kind of small issues that Mr. Jindal is trying to bring in, that he's turning into urban Naxal now, rather than just being a pro-Congress spokesperson. This VIP darshan, the VIP darshan issues are brought in by, you have been quibbling for every decision. You will never support Hindus. So all these VIP darshan brought in a Sarkari trust. Tirupati is a Sarkari trust. Every temple that you see, big temple is Sarkari trust. Who brought in VIP darshan? Your own Sarkari trust. Who sold the land? Your Sarkari trust. Who created various kind of differentiations? Your Sarkari trust. It was not Hindus who did it. It was you people in the name of secularism who tried to dictate terms to Hindu society. So you should leave this to Hindus. They will say how to take care of VIPs.
Radanji, he's happy inside, but he is guilty that he is happy. The usual Hindu syndrome. Any normal Hindu would be happy that their temples are liberated. But
they will never be happy. Anything good for Hindus, Congress person will never be happy. They will keep on quibbling on everything.
Now answer. Lokesh Jindal, can you come up with a better argument than this VIP darshan?
Let me. See, first of all, the fact that was stated that the British, they tried to control temples because they wanted to control rebellion is wrong. Prior to the British, there were Marathas who were ruling, and these Marathas, they used to administer the temple, and when the British took over the entire political system, they also became the custodians of the same temples. Secondly, when I am talking about the temples and their management, our constitution has already given them enough safeguard.
No, but answer the question Ratan Sharda is asking you. Even, now that temples are under government control, VIP darshan continues. You pay a hefty amount. So if you pay 500 or 5,000 at a temple, you get a VIP darshan. What is stopping the government from...
The government only lays down the model bylaws.
But if that was the basis, if that was the basis of taking over control of temples, then why hasn't that stopped, Lokesh Jindal?
The government does not administer the temple's internal functioning. It is only with respect to the model bylaws that the government has a role to play. Ensures that there is...
People are watching, Lokesh Jindal. People are watching, and devotees will have their own view on this. But okay, Rahul Ishwar, 30 seconds. Then we are moving on. 30 seconds. Yes.
Please remember, it is a crime to our history when you compare British and the Marathas. Marathas were us. Marathas were a proud proud Hindu kingdom. They saved us from many degradations of dharmic invasions that we had. So please don't compare Marathas and British, because Marathas were us. Please don't insult Marathas. Second, please remember, just like church and mosque, we need freedom to run our temples. Is it too much to ask for? Just like our Muslim brothers and Christian
Well said. Is it too much to ask for to unshackle the Hindu faith, the Hindu Astha? Ratan Sharda, Rahul Ishwar, Lokesh Jindal, thank you for joining us on this Big Times Now campaign story. We'll keep coming back to this. Thank you for your time.